Well, welcome again to the weekly Wednesday morning 9:45 Ask the Integrative Doctor a Question. We have a lot to cover. I would like to encourage you that this is for you to also go to the chat and put in your questions, and I'll do my best to try and answer how an integrative doctor would approach things as naturally as possible before having to resort to other more allopathic prescription and imaging and invasive studies. Again, please share this with your family and friends. When you go on YouTube, click on our icon for Tustin Longevity Center, and then hit the videos, and you'll see all the videos that we've been putting out. We're getting a lot of good feedback saying this is very helpful for our patients, understanding their part of responsibility for maintaining their health. And the physicians, you'll see Dr. Smarak and Dr. Mitchell and Dr. Kaur and P.A. Patel, all of us are on there giving little videos to help you guide in this whole world of integrative medicine. Today, I want to address two things. One, I would like to bring up is our upcoming seminar, January 30th, Thursday night at 6:30. It's going to be at 6:30 this time because we're opening up our IV hours and extending them so that those who are getting IVs can just stay in our IV suite where we do the lecture. And we will be presenting about detoxing. So as you start your year, we want to be talking about improving your cell and tissue health. So we have our little flyers out here about detoxing. You can pick one up and look in your email. You'll be getting a very nice email description of this. We're going to join with you. I will be doing this program. My doctors will be doing it. Many of our staff will be doing it. And I've asked the office manager, Talon, to step in and give me a summary of the value of this and how to enroll. So Talon, could you join me here for a moment and talk to me, our patients, about what we're trying to do for them to make this available as far as I understand we're adding a lot of goodies to this, so I'd like to show it to them.
Awesome. Yeah, we're really excited about this. This is going to be a different type of event that we haven't done in a long time, where for the ticket price is $195 for next Thursday, and that's going to include everything that you need for this program. If you were to buy the things individually for this program, it would cost $400. So we think there's huge value in it. What I'm really excited about is the interactive portion where we're going to have a Facebook group. If you don't have Facebook, that's okay. We have other ways to communicate with you, but we're going to be talking to patients as they do this.
And I'll be talking about each of my days as well. The other doctors will talk about how they're doing on the same protocol. That'll be fun, this interaction.
I'll be posting, what shakes I'm making, what supplements I'm taking, how I'm modifying my diet. And what's going to be included in this program that you're going to get the day that you show up is the Core Restore Kit, which is right here. And this in and of itself pretty much contains everything you would need for a typical detox. It has in it your shake, and a couple supplements in here. It comes with a patient guidebook that you can follow along as you do the detox, which has recipes. It even has a shopping list in it, so you can pre-plan out the things to purchase for your 7 days. And we're adding to that L-glutathione. And Doctor, do you want to talk real briefly about glutathione?
Glutathione is a very powerful, one of the most powerful antioxidants, individual antioxidants, that is known for detoxification, especially in the liver. We have different phases, phase 1, phase 2 for packaging toxins and excreting them through the bowel and the urine. Glutathione is extremely valuable in dealing with that. We do this both intravenously and we do it orally as well. And that's why we decided to do that. Plus, we're going to be talking about our daily recipes. We physicians are adding our recipes to this too as well.
Exactly, yep. We have all of our doctors are contributing their own recipes that they're going to be doing for this. The detox kit and some of the recipes in there tend to be a little bit high on the fruits and the carbohydrates, so we're going to be recommending a little bit more TLC-approved diets, high in protein and high in healthy types of fats.
Yeah, when I went through some of their recommendations here and on their book, we decided we would give you some of our little advice to try and even lower the carb content, although it's very excellent. I'm very pleased if you just followed it. but we're going to add to it our suggestions. And I just thought I'd, show them what's inside here, the shake. Yeah. And then the special antioxidants and detox promotion and the booklet as well.
We have Phytocore in here, which are your fruits and vegetables.
An alpha base.
And there's even a little portable mixer in here for you to help you make your shakes on the way. So adding to that, we're also adding in the in-body composition analysis, and we're giving you 2 of those so you can actually get a precise measurement of your body fat, of your body water, where it's stored, where inflammation might be before the event. And at the end of it, you can come back and we'll give you another analysis that's included so you can see before and after if you lost weight, and more importantly, where was that the good kind of weight that we wanted to lose. We don't want to lose the lean muscle, right?
Right. We want to demonstrate fat percentage reduction, and we'll do that with the in-body, and they'll get 2 of those.
Exactly. Finally, we're going to include a couple approved yes lists of things that are great to eat while you're in the detox, and those are going to come from our doctors. We're going to include a certificate good for $25 off IV chelation, which is wonderful for detoxification. That's going to target the heavy inflammatory metals in your body. And if you register by this weekend, which is by Sunday, we're also going to include a free IV glutathione.
Yes.
So you can get 100% absorption right into your bloodstream.
Yeah. So they'll have a free IV.
Yep.
They'll get the free oral glutathione.
Right.
They'll get the in-body pre and post. They'll get the detox kit. They'll get the Facebook private page, and we're going to join. And then they'll get another $25 discount
for chelation.
For chelation, yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. That was a lot for me to remember. So I'm glad you did that. All right. And so that's what we're doing on Thursday, January 30th at 6:30. If you're getting an IV on that day for some other reason, you can schedule even later on that day, because we'll just keep the IV suite open through to 6:30, and you can finish dripping through then. The other item I wanted to just briefly talk about is iodine as a primer. Our doctors have made a wonderful handout regarding iodine, regarding questions that they get from their other physicians on our dosing of thyroid. And this handout is available at the office. Maybe, Talon, we could also make this as an email. We could put this in. Dr. Merrick wrote this up. She went to the National Academy of Hypothyroidism, and in this research, they've covered somewhere close to 150 publications on a lab assessment of thyroid function. And what they found was that following the TSH is not an adequate means for physicians to look at adequacy of thyroid replacement therapy. And since in the last 20, 30 years, there's been such an increase in hypothyroidism, we find that just T4 with levothyroxine, Synthroid, these types, Trilocin, are not adequate. And rather, the research shows, over 150 publications, that you have to do the clinical with the replacement. If the TSH looks it's suppressed, and the patient is still having weight problems, management, fatigue, depressed mood, slow bowel movements, dry, brittle hair, hair loss, fatigue, you need to mix in the clinical aspect with the replacement therapy. So in general, we would like for you to look in your emails. We'll put this in the email, the summary of the letter on the research. And we want to encourage you to understand that thyroid stimulating hormone is not really endorsed by scientific literature as the adequate way to look at adequate thyroid replacement. In fact, you need the free T3, you need the free T4, you need the clinical visit, and putting all that together, we see much better results on our patients with general metabolism, mood, energy, bowel movements, and weight loss as well. So we have this available to you, these reports. I do want to point out that there is a book that I had mentioned before called Iodine by Dr. David Bernstein, and he makes a beautiful summary of this. You can get this at your bookstore. Dr. David Brownstein wrote the book on iodine, and therefore, in the research, it showed, in my clinical experience, it showed that close to 96-97% of all my patients are iodine deficient, which will make you clinically, subclinically hypothyroid. So we have iodoral, which is a 12.5 milligram tablet that I certainly would recommend to the vast majority of my patients, because I have a 96 or 7% probability that they're going to be deficient in iodine. We also have the iThroid. It's also a 12.5 milligram capsule. So we have those. And then we do use the NatureThroid, the glandular whole gland thyroid replacement that gives you the actual hormone. Remember, iodine is a salt, okay? Iodine is a salt that we're deficient in, whereas this is the hormone prescription, and we use NatureThroid here. Although I like Armour Thyroid, I like Westhroid, I like NP Thyroid, I like WP Thyroid. They're all excellent. They're whole glandular thyroid. So get your book on this. We also have books on detox outside the box that I wrote about the heavy metal contamination of the pollution that we're in. So that's why we're giving a discount on chelation for this upcoming event. And then I would like to ask if there are any questions at this point. Blake, are there any questions?
The only question was there, Talon went ahead and answered. That was, someone's curious if they can still enroll in the event if they can't go that actual night, and Talon was saying, yes, you can.
I see,
And we'll
okay.
make sure that the video is available for them later from the kickoff event.
Yes, the video on January 30th evening on detoxification will not be live streamed, but we will later upload that. And yes, you can join with us on that at a later date. I do believe that we're going to try and run this again. Is that correct, Talon?
Yeah, we might do it again in a couple weeks.
All right. So we'll see how that runs. I guess at this point, if there's no other questions, we'll call it a wrap. And I want to thank you very much for joining with us.
All set.